So that was really the neatest. Guy's ultra friendly, told me to definitely come back tomorrow. He have lots of boxes for me. And now I'm going to tell you, this particular store, I've only been in it like twice ever. And it's in one of the older malls from way back. And you know, the people are really, really nice here. And there's not a ton of people in these stores, so you don't have to be scared of the pandemic because you're not like stepping all over each other. So, but he was very nice. He's like, if you'll come tomorrow, I'll have a bunch of boxes for you. Really, really nice. And the loader guy was real nice too. It's all about showing that love, man. You gotta love everybody. Say something good, make somebody's day. So, I got a bit more boxes, which was wonderful because it's so large in the boxes. The last time we moved, we did it like the fire sale. I want to tell you, my daughter's a great mover. She just threw everything in boxes and empty bags like the fire sale. But the thing is that there's a couple things I'm looking for, and I haven't run across them yet. So as I'm packing, I'm trying to sort these things out, which I've got upstairs, and get them all in the proper boxes. And maybe I can look at a couple items I can't seem to find. Otherwise, there's some stuff that really needs to be in fresh boxes. I think I had a couple roof leaks in the last place I was in. And I do know with all the faulty storages I've had that we've had roof leaks and floor leaks and rats and wasps and you name it. And a variety of storages where we pulled stuff in, put stuff back, and all that kind of thing since I had my big house. And then I had my shop on the Florida state line, which I had a lot of stuff there, and I had multiple storages on the property too, but I was running a lot of online stuff. I was really banging it up. So all I did was roll that online stuff and then get called in for work to dress entertainers. So, but I haven't had a lot of time to list stuff. And I'm hoping that my new place, I'll be able to maybe do some event shows. I would enjoy doing that. This is a better time of the year where it's a little bit cooler. The only thing is I'll sure miss my daughter because she's really good with people and events. And it gives me, you know, somebody there where I can go to the loo and not have to worry because they're watching our stock and all that. But she's busy doing some things right now. I don't want to bother her, request of her at this time. She's attempting to do some grown-up girl things, I guess. Pretty day, a little hot. It says 77, but it feels hotter than that. Cruising around and see if I can find some other stores. I'm trying to think of. I got a little fuel yesterday because I was getting really low. I don't like being low on fuel. And there's a couple things I got to do in my car before I get on the road, but I think they may have to be some last minute gigs. I like where I'm at because it's easy to work on my car there. I was going to do a little bit of it this morning, but I'm so into trying to get moved. I'm trying to spend my time packing and moving. Packing and moving. Listed a couple things for sale. They might sell, they might not. They might sell once they hit the storage. Who knows? I do have some stuff in storage. It is listed for sale too, because I've already moved it there. And I don't know what they do with their trash at that mall, because that back alley just really doesn't have dumpsters. I don't know. They must have a universal trash place. There's something. Oh, I need to get to the. I'm over by the crappy Dollar Tree. I need to go get some more packing tape to wrap these boxes up. And I really hate going to this other Dollar Tree. Well, the manager at this one is awesome. But there's just so many people. I hate going to it. It's just too many people without face masks. When this city has a law, they're supposed to have face masks on to go in these businesses. But the tourists don't care. They don't give a damn. Gas is cheap over at Sam's. It's $1.89. I think I paid last night. I think I paid like $2.02 a gallon at the Walmart gas station. Gosh. Let's see. I could go down this back road. I don't know if I can get through though. Let's see if I can cruise it. No, I don't think I can. I'll see if one of these lights will change me. I can cruise this other way. That's right where I needed to go. I don't think I can get through this person. I got that big cow grill on the front of this truck, and it's hard to know exactly the distance, and I would hate to clip somebody's car. Not like they always clip mine when it's parked and parked way far away from people. You gotta be a really bad driver to do that. I was with my sister Serena one time, and she followed somebody's car, and we were riding together, and she hit somebody's car parked, and then she grabbed some paper, wrote a note and all that, and then we laughed, and I said, so what did you put on the note instead of calling, like the police are waiting for the people to come? And she said, I told them have a nice day or something like that. And I said, you did what? And that's back in the day, when, there wasn't a lot of video camera around and stuff like that. But you know what? A guilty conscience is not a good thing. And if you hit somebody's car and you split, that's hit and run. And I know somebody that lost their license all these years for that. Got scared at a car wreck and ran. And they yanked her license. A grown person. She's in her 30s now, I guess, and still doesn't have a license that I know of. It's hard to get out and about with a driver's license, really is. For a lot of different reasons. Not for just owning a car, but just for a lot of reasons. Oh, this is so cute. There's a truck behind me and has teddy bears and stuff in the grill. And you would think it was an elderly guy. He doesn't look that old. That's so cute. And a red, white, and blue piece of red, white, and blue fabric. That's just cute. So yesterday at this Trump place where they sell all the Trump stuff on the corner, there was a guy standing with a cardboard sign, which is normally used for the beggars. And he had a sign that said F Trump. And was walking back and forth on that corner right there. I bet the people that had that shop end up calling the police on him, because that's kind of tacky. Why would you do that in front of somebody's business when they sell all Trump stuff? I mean, whether you like it or not, just walk away. You know, go do it on another corner. Have a little class. Don't be mean to people trying to make a buck, especially during this pandemic. Everybody needs their money. So they're talking about doing another stimulus. They keep dancing with it. And boy, Trump would have really looked like a star if he'd have got them to run that stimulus check out. But that Pelosi chick is constantly arguing about the whole thing because they've got like a 6-inch thick docket to go over of all these things they try to divide the money up into. And when they need to just help the American people, you know, all the people that were illegally evicted and homeless and since way back in March, and they don't have the money to have a lawyer to fight and things like that. It's so sad. And families and just older folks and stuff. You know, I do know people that are older and don't get giant Social Security like some people do. You know, and that would really help. They told us to stay in the house and lock down. And it just seemed like it was endless. It was like, how long will this go on? We're all gonna die. And I'm all for locking down to kill the germ, but you know, people have businesses and you got bills to pay, and they can tell you they're not gonna shut your power off and your stuff off. And I know a guy had his water shut off during the pandemic. No lie. They can promise you a bunch of stuff, but I'm gonna tell you, life has no guarantees. Nothing is free. Life has no guarantees. So don't depend on anyone but yourself, and only hold yourself liable, because nothing's guaranteed in life. Nothing is forever, and you just don't know what tomorrow brings. That's true. I learned that when my big house got wiped out by a tornado. Nothing is forever. Insurance company didn't pay. I had the money to renovate it. I bought it as a gift for my other daughter. She had no interest in the house, renovated or not. So I cut it loose with only $1,500 short of the payoff, $1,200 or $1,500 short of the payoff. And you guys can turn on this green light. I know you don't get it, but if it's clear, you're welcome to turn on the green light. The big horn, it says on the back of that truck. So glad I got some boxes. Yay, yay. We'll go over here and see if we can round up a little bit more tape to make sure we have enough. That packing tape at that Dollar Tree is excellent. And being that it's dirt cheap, since I'm out on the road anyway, been hunting boxes, I need to really go by and pick up a few more rolls while I'm in my travels, so I can make sure not to run out. Because I'm packing 24 hours a day, pretty much, just all the time that I'm not sleeping. I can only move it at certain times because the place is not open 24 hours a day, but it's very secure inside and out. This is the most video secure and temperatured place I've ever seen for storage. I just didn't want to slam it in there like the fire sale because it takes up so much room. When you do it like that, I really didn't want to purchase another storage. I wanted to go with just a couple that I've got, hoping I can fit in that. Even though I have stuff to sell and donate. Probably should have gotten another lane so I could get to the joint. Let's see if I can get across here in a minute. Well, these new trucks are pretty incredible, aren't they? Sure come a long way. My buddy got a brand new one. It is remarkable. It does all kinds of magic stuff. I was waiting for him to open a pocket and have a little washer in there so you could wash your clothes. It has so many magic trick stuff on it. It's pretty neat. Pricey, but neat. He likes to get a new one just about every year. I got a buddy of mine in NOLA. He's always bought a new truck. Every year he works in petroleum technology offshore. He's a big guy that handles hiring people for all that and stuff. He gets a brand new truck every year, and one year he brought the most beautiful truck down here and hired me to drive it. Requested me to drive it. Didn't pay me. I did it as a favor because him and his buddies like to drink. He's like, "Hey, Red, will you drive us around? Because I know you don't drink." And it's like, "Yep." And he's done a lot of business with me for years. So I took off a really good night, a weekend night, to escort everybody around. And, of course, had a nice time. I mean, he's just a really charming gentleman. And make sure that, you know, I got plenty of Cokes, or if I wanted something to eat or anything. We take care of everything. Just really nice people. And, so I got the privilege to drive his brand new truck, and I was very intrigued with it. Then I asked his permission if I could look under the bonnet when we actually had to go to the gas station. And wow, what a machine. Nice toy. Hank just giggled. "You really want to see the engine?" I'm like, "Yeah. Let's see what this thing's made of." Pretty neat. He knew all the specs on it. It's really, it even had push button transmission. It was pretty wild. You know, they had that years and years ago. They had done like a push button. I think it was on the dash transmission where you could shift into park, reverse, all that. Now this one, you can't shift it like in reverse on accident or anything while you're driving it. It's locked up. So that was really an interesting feature on that truck. It's like you can't change it when you're moving. I was like, really? It's like every other driver is playing on the phone. It's so sad. So many deaths from all that texting and playing on the phone. I don't know how you can do that and drive. Because you know, a car is called a deadly weapon. That's what they call it. If you get a charge for doing something with your car, it's called a deadly weapon. So I've been watching Adventures with a Purpose a lot. And let me tell you, there's the boss man right there. Come on, dude, pay attention so I can get through. And they're doing some great work, those guys, on YouTube. You really need to check it out. Adventures with a Purpose. And it's so interesting. They don't get paid for what they do, but you can donate on their channel, you know, to help them, you know, get gas, food, whatever. Yesterday I had a big donation thing where they took all the money that was coming in on the channel yesterday and then donated it to the people that are involved in it, which is really neat. So they got payday yesterday. Yeah, let me go in there and go get that tape